Good morning, Lana Scott Lighthouse. I haven't done one of these in a week or so, maybe a little bit longer, because just like the runes had said, guys, life is speeding up. I'm working 3 jobs now. I've got 2 ladies I take care of with the IHS program, and then I've also got, I'm working part-time for the school, and I'll get my first full paycheck on the 10th. They only pay once a month, so I'm still struggling to catch my bills up. You know, I'm still trying to actually get on my feet after being here for a whole year, because they say the first winter that I was here, they're saying that was the worst winter they've had in forever, here in the area that I'm in. And I'm like, was it because this Mississippi girl came to California? I always make a joke about it. Guys, I make a joke about everything. But at any rate, so I'm not always wanting to do any more of the readings face to face. I'm like trying to find some kind of a vibe, guys, that I'm using y'all for a mirror too. I'm like trying to find some kind of a vibe that is something I can go with all the time, because I'm not always, sometimes I have something to say. I want to say something and I'm not dressed, or I'm running late, or something always comes up. Something always comes up that I want to talk about. I just wanted to do a quick little good morning to everybody. And actually, my hair looks good, doesn't it? Like this. Yeah, I like this. Kind of looks like a nun a little bit, huh? Anyway, so guys, so I did I've uploaded a couple of readings that I did yesterday. When I get home from work these days, it's like the minute I walk in the door, the runes are going, do a reading. So I've been just going with my instincts, and whatever comes up. Because for a while there I was talking, the angels were talking to me a lot. I kept hearing, my ears kept going off, and, you can either look at that as your angels, your spirit guides, your higher self, however you want to look at it. Me, I've seen angels. I've had visions of angels, something similar to like, what was her name? They burned her, Joan of Arc. I feel like I've had some visions like what she used to have, where the angels were actually telling me something, and I'm like, they used to kill people for that stuff, And then when I was over there in that other little city, a couple of times I could see pictures of angels telling people things, and that doesn't happen anymore, but they do come talk to me, and they do still tell me that those things still happen, just for whatever reason. When I first got here, when I was having my second or third awakening level, that's why I was seeing that, because they were wanting me to see that. So, and here lately, I've been getting, I'm getting visions of specific people right before I go to sleep. Kind of stopped. What was the other thing I had happening that stopped? It's like they'll show me something for a week, a couple of days, and then it stops. It's like, at some point, it feels like it's all just going to come together. Or maybe they're just showing me what my different gifts are and saying, you can focus on this if you want, or you can do this, or you can... It just feels like, as I awaken more and more, and I become more aware of things, more things are popping up. And I'm to the point of where I'm like, okay, can y'all just pick one? You keep showing me all these different things. Does anyone else have that happening to them? I mean, you feel like you keep getting shown all these things, and then you don't know what the hell to do with it. You're like... Okay. I mean, with the visions of the people that I didn't know, I mean, I got to where I could tell if they were dead or alive, because if they were alive, they would be in a moving picture, like the 2 girls on the bike that I saw, the 2 black girls, or Spanish girls, I don't know. They were a little bit of a distance, but I still remember they were wearing matching shorts, matching bathing suits. Maybe they were twins. I couldn't really tell that because they were a little bit away from me, but enough where I could see, that they had bathing suits on that had a stripe of blue, a stripe of yellow, and a stripe of red. And it's like, and they rode by on a bicycle. Almost like that was like a memory, but I'm like, I know I've never seen that before. I've never seen them before. So, and then the other one I got of the lady, I still see her in my mind's eye. It's like a picture from the 70s. Or the 60s or the 50s. She was wearing that blue chiffon dress with the abstract design of the rust and the yellow and the bright blue. It was just like a splotchy, those kind of dresses I'm talking about, right? The kind of material where it has an abstract design on it, And I just know she was dead. But for whatever reason, she was showing me a picture of herself saying, here I am. I don't know, folks. Now here lately, I'm getting a different type of little, what I call little visions. I don't know what else to call them. They're like little short pictures that run through my head, and I'm like, where the fuck did that come from? Seriously. It'd be like, I'll be sitting here thinking about doing a reading, or I'll be sitting here drinking coffee, or I'll be thinking about a friend, whatever, and all of a sudden just these little pictures go through, little like pictures, and I'm like, where's that coming from? Does anybody else have that happening? Seriously, guys, because I'm just like, they keep showing me all these little things, and I'm like, okay, now what do you want me to do with that? And I don't know what to do with it. So the last one has been like yesterday, I was sitting here looking at my, I have this little picture window here, and I had opened up the curtain, and I was looking at it, and I was watching the birds, and actually, day before yesterday, I was watching about 6 birds chasing a hawk, because I guess they're starting to do their nest, and there was like 6 of them, and they kept swooping and diving. I was going, what are they doing? Then all of a sudden, a hawk went flying over, and they was chasing him. So they were trying to, I guess he was in the tree, and they were chasing him out of the tree. And so I watched them chase him away. But then, and that was like 2 days ago. And then yesterday, I was sitting here looking out the window, and I'm watching a couple of birds. I don't know what kind of birds they were, because they were at the edge of the trees, and they would swoop up, and then they'd come back down. And they were just, I was just watching them fly back and forth. And all of a sudden, I started getting these little pictures in my head. I don't know if it's in the future. I mean, it kind of reminded me of, for those of you that are old enough to remember, like Blade Runner and, what are some of those other future, like the Matrix movies, and where you just get these little pictures of these. One big thing they always like to show in those movies is they like to show downtown, was it Tokyo? Because they have so many buildings and stuff, the sunlight just doesn't reach down in there. And unless it's a really bright, sunny day, they like to show pictures of it at night. And it's just like gloom and all these huge buildings, and they're just showing you how everything's gone up, and there's no land, so to speak, of, because it's downtown, Tokyo. I'll have to go look up some pictures of Tokyo, but I just, it just has that futuristic look to it, They do have a lot of futuristic looking buildings in Tokyo. So, I keep getting little pictures of that, and I'm like, are they trying to tell me that's what the future's going to look like, or are they trying to tell me, what is the point about that? And, then I got one little, like, I'm sitting here and I was watching those birds, and all of a sudden I got this thing of something mechanical, and I'm thinking, mechanical, what do you, and maybe it had to do with drones. I don't know. It was just like this little image that went through my head of, we want you to see this. Because it always feels like the angels and my spirit guides or whatever are saying, we want you to see this. It doesn't feel like it's something I'm just imagining or remembering. It always comes with this feeling of, we want you to see this. And I can't explain it no better than that. It's just like a tap on the shoulder. We want you to see this. And then this little picture will go through my head, and it'll be like, okay, so some spirit guide or ancestor is sending me these images, and I just don't know what they want me to do with them, because they tend to be cryptic like that. At least with me, they send me something and they say, now you figure out what we mean about that. And then other times I've actually heard them, like the time with the angels, when the one angel, the herald, was going, she's over here, they're over here, and it's talking to someone I can't see. She can see this, so we've accomplished that. Let's now stop it. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk about that. I hope everyone's having a good morning. My phone's telling me my storage is running out. I've got to take some of these older videos off my phone. I love you guys. Everyone have a great day. I've uploaded some